The global transition to renewable energy is often described as a clean revolution. Electric cars, green electricity, a future free of fossil fuels. But behind this transition lies a less visible reality, built on minerals pulled from the ground. One of those minerals stands out more than any other: cobalt, essential for modern batteries, and deeply connected to environmental damage and human exploitation. So this raises a difficult question. Can the world truly build a clean energy future using materials extracted under such conditions? And if not, what would a renewable energy transition without cobalt actually look like? At the center of the global cobalt supply chain lies one country, the Democratic Republic of Congo, often referred to simply as the DRC. Located in Central Africa, the DRC is home to more than 100 million people. For decades, it has been associated with poverty, armed conflict, and humanitarian crises. But there is another side to this country, one that receives far less attention. The Democratic Republic of Congo is also one of the most resource-rich countries on Earth. Its capital city, Kinshasa, is a vast urban center with a population of roughly 17 million people. It is one of the largest French-speaking cities in the world, and the economic heart of the nation. According to academic estimates, the DRC's untapped mineral deposits could be worth tens of trillions of dollars. And among those resources, one stands above the rest. The Democratic Republic of Congo is the world's largest producer of cobalt. It supplies more than half of the global market and holds an estimated 60% of the planet's known reserves. Beyond cobalt, the country is also a major producer of copper, and it contains vast deposits of coltan, a mineral essential for smartphones and modern electronics. Yet despite this extraordinary wealth, the Congolese economy remains heavily dependent on global commodity prices. Decades of corruption, political instability, and armed conflict have prevented much of this wealth from reaching the population. Today, most Congolese citizens continue to live in poverty, even as their country fuels some of the world's most advanced technologies. Most of Congo's cobalt comes from the southern part of the country, particularly from the former Katanga region, near the city of Kolwezi. This area alone accounts for a massive share of global cobalt reserves, making it one of the most strategically important mining regions on the planet. But how this cobalt is extracted is where the story becomes far more troubling. A significant portion of Congo's cobalt is mined through artisanal and small-scale operations. Unlike industrial mines, these sites rely almost entirely on manual labor, often using basic hand tools and little to no safety equipment. Miners dig deep, unstable tunnels by hand, frequently without proper ventilation or structural support. Accidents are common. Tunnel collapses are deadly. Investigations by journalists and human rights organizations have repeatedly documented poor working conditions, low wages, and a lack of basic protections. Perhaps most disturbing are the reports of child labor. In some regions, children as young as 6 have been found working in and around cobalt mines, exposed to toxic dust and extremely dangerous conditions. Mining pollution has also contaminated nearby water sources, affecting local communities and wildlife. Health officials have linked exposure to heavy metals to serious, long-term health problems. This is the human reality behind a mineral powering the global green transition. Despite these issues, global demand for cobalt continues to rise. Cobalt plays a critical role in lithium-ion batteries, improving their energy density, stability, and lifespan. These batteries power electric vehicles, smartphones, laptops, and countless other electronic devices. As electric vehicle adoption accelerates, demand for cobalt is expected to increase sharply. Some estimates suggest that global demand could multiply dramatically by the end of this decade. The clean energy transition, it turns out, is still deeply dependent on extractive industries. In response to ethical and environmental concerns, companies are racing to reduce their reliance on cobalt. New battery chemistries are being developed, recycling technologies are improving, and alternative materials are being explored. But replacing cobalt entirely remains a major technological challenge. For now, cobalt remains deeply embedded in the global energy transition. The question is no longer whether the world needs it, but whether it can be sourced responsibly, and whether future technologies can finally break this dependency. The story of cobalt is a reminder that there are no simple solutions to complex global problems. A cleaner future may be possible, but only if the true costs of progress are acknowledged. As the world moves toward renewable energy, the choices made today will shape not only the planet's climate, but the lives of millions of people far from the charging stations and solar panels. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. For more educational content, be sure to check out my other videos, and I'll see you in the next one.